Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are we doing on this Thursday? We are 2 days from our first divisional round matchups with the Denver Broncos. And what's up, Storm Chaser? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on with everybody? I hope you all are having a great day. I really do. We're getting news that the Giants are finalizing a 5-year, $100 million deal with John Harbaugh to be their next head coach. Something I said that was going to happen. I think this is a great move for the New York Fighting Giants. You will have, what's up, Denver Death? You were going to have Harbaugh there with Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboom, Malik Neighbors, a pretty good defense. I believe they're going to have good salary cap for next year. Let's see how much they have next year. Oh, yeah, they'll be able to. Right now, they're sitting at 11.9 mil, but they are going to do a whole bunch of different changes and reworkings on deals where they'll have plenty of money. They got a high draft pick. I'm doing all right, man. I'm getting excited and nervous about this game come Saturday. You guys know me. I'm not one of those fans that are going to come in here and go, yeah, Broncos are going to dominate. I'm not that way. Do my Packers get off of the floor? I want Flores. Sean, I'm sorry to report that per Adam Schefter and what's his name? Flores Adam Schefter and Flores are reporting that the Packers and LaFleur are nearing a deal to keep him there in Green Bay. I'm sorry to report that. I know a lot of Packer fans don't want that. My dad's a Bills fan. He's worried about the Broncos. Yes, as a Broncos fan, this coming game stresses me out. Does me as well. But again, as I'm understanding it, the Packers and Matt LaFleur are getting close to a deal to keep him there in Green Bay as their head coach. So I know a lot of Packers fans, especially like Tom Grossi, are not going to like that. They're not going to like that move at all. But that is what I am hearing. So, yeah. I wish I could give you more happy news, but that is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that the Packers and LaFleur are nearing a new deal, and this will keep him there in Green Bay. Like I said, I know Grossi wanted LaFleur gone. I know other Packer fans do. So, yeah, who you got Sunday? I got the Texans, actually. I have the Texans over the Patriots. The Patriots have not faced the defense as tough as that Texans defense. And again, we all know defense wins championships. So I'm coming to peace with this game. I think we have a chance, but I know that we're a season away. You know what? This is what I think, Denver Devin. I've said it all year. I just don't want to be one and done. That's it. That's all I want. I don't want to be one and done in the playoffs. And if we're not one and done, I'm okay with it. That's all that matters to me. What's going on, Isaac? How you doing, my brother? Yes, I do. Now, the injuries are going to be a problem, right? The injuries are going to be a problem. So the big one, in my opinion, and I absolutely love him, is George Kittle, one of my favorite tight ends in the entire NFL. And so, but you've got Pearsall that's going to play. You got Jennings that's going to play. You got CMC. I've been getting reports that Fred Warner was back at practice in full pads. So even if he plays, they're going to probably keep him on a pitch count. That's a big deal. Now you are going into Seattle, but here's the deal. Here it is when it comes to the Seahawks. And I've said it all year, and I will continue to say it. And this is no dig at the Seahawks, nothing, because they have a fantastic defense and running game. For the Seahawks to win, it all comes down to Sam Darnold. 100%. All comes down to Sam Darnold. And it depends on the Sam Darnold that they get. Is it going to be the Sam Darnold that beat you guys earlier this year and later this year? Or is it going to be the Sam Darnold that had 4 turnovers and a strip sack fumble in the end zone against the Texans? Oh, you did beat them? I thought they beat you guys. Okay, so that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to what happens with Sam Darnold, right? It's Sam Darnold. If you can disrupt Sam Darnold, that's the big thing right there. Got to disrupt him. Got to make him uncomfortable. You got to make him second guess what he's doing. You got to put that pressure on him. And again, my opinion, it's on Sam Darnold. Now, on the flip side, no turnovers. You cannot commit turnovers in this game. Brock Purdy's going to have a secure hold on that ball. CMC's going to have to. You got to limit your drops. You want to try to limit your incompletions. What's up, Matt? Football Talk, brother. What's going on? So that's what it's going to come down to. These games are going to be very close. Very close. And like what happened in Wild Card, right? Super Wild Card weekend, they were all close. I get it. The Steelers Texans game, you look at the score, 30-6. But if you were to watch that game, it was 10-6 for the longest time. And then things started spiraling out of control for the Steelers. And then you had a strip sack fumble for a touchdown. You had an interception return for a touchdown. Their defense allowed a rushing touchdown with Woody Marks. So that game, it was close, but then got away from them. You look at who else was there? It was the Packers and the Bears. The Packers had a big lead, but they allowed the Bears to come back. The Rams had a big lead, but allowed the Panthers to come back. So go ahead, Storm. Absolutely. And okay, so in the comment, how do we hold the Seahawks to one touchdown with a hurt defense? Well, that same hurt defense just held the Philadelphia Eagles. The 49ers have, as I call them, the walking mash unit. They have come together. They have stayed together. They are working hard. They're practicing hard. They're playing hard. They are winning for Shanahan. 100% they are winning for Shanahan. And so, I get it. The Eagles offense, it hasn't been that good. I 100% understand. But again, look at the Seahawks. They have had offensive problems this year as well. They beat a 44-year-old quarterback off of a 60-yard field goal where they scored no touchdowns. So it can be done, right? They beat the Indianapolis Colts off of 6 field goals. It can be done. Again, this year's feels different for everybody. Everybody. And I mean everybody. This year feels different. The play feels different. We have different teams. We don't have the Eagles. We don't have the Chiefs in the playoffs. It's wide open. You get the whole, this is Zach Allen's year because Mahomes isn't there. Burrow's not there. Lamar's not there. But what about these younger guys? What about Drake May? What about Brock Purdy? What about Bo Nix? What about Caleb Williams? These are the rising stars of the NFL. Why can't we throw some praise to them about, they're ushering in the new football. We don't have Peyton Manning anymore. We don't have Drew Brees anymore. We don't have Tom Brady anymore. What's going on, the one and only Jordy? We don't have these quarterbacks that we grew up with. Right? We grew up with them. Now, I grew up with a lot more. I grew up with Dan Marino. I grew up with, Big Ben. I grew up with Cordell Stewart, all them. But we're at a changing of a guard. We're at a changing of a guard at the quarterback position. What's up, BizCut? Texans, 100% Texans. John Harbaugh going to bring a Super Bowl to New York. One and only, Jordy. I think that's a possibility. I am really interested to see what kind of offense John Harbaugh is going to run in the 2026 NFL season with Jackson Darkham Academy. Thoughts on CJ Stroud dropping all those snaps? Nerves. I think it just came down to nerves. Again, I said it last week, and I'm going to say it again this week. CJ Stroud does not have to win this game. He just doesn't have to lose it. He just doesn't got to lose it. That's all it is. It's the same thing that, this is what reminds me. It reminds me of the 2015 Super Bowl, 2015-2016 Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 50. I said going into that game, everybody said the Carolina Panthers were going to run all over the Denver Broncos. Denver didn't have a chance. But this is what I said. Peyton Manning going into that game did not have to win it. He just couldn't lose it. Landon, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. Do you think we could get a David Montgomery or Keaton Mitchell with our free cap this offseason? TJ, there are going to be a lot of free agents, and it's going to be really hard to decide where teams are going to go until the Super Bowl is over. So, both just need to manage. Go right ahead, brother. I'm reading comments. Travel, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. Absolutely. Who do you got, Connie, winning the Super Bowl? Let me know in the chat. Okay. As a Broncos fan, I just want us not to be one and done. I'm going to be fair. I would absolutely love to see the Bills, because I want them to finally win one, or the Texans. And then on the NFC side, I have got the Rams or the Seahawks. I love the Niners, D. You know I love your Niners, but hold on, D. Come on, before you dig into me, I love the 49ers. I love I love Brock Purdy. You know that. I give Brock Purdy a ton of praise. I do. But I want to see Matthew Stafford ride out on that horse as a Super Bowl champ again. That's what I want to see. I want to see Stafford retire after winning the Super Bowl. I mean, his body is beat up. Oh, all videos, brother. Thank you so much for that, Galaxy, man. That was awesome of you, brother. Thank you. Morning, Martin. I'll tell you this, D. This would be an interesting Super Bowl for me, and I'm so sorry for talking over you. This would be a good Super Bowl. Broncos-Niners rematch. You got one of my favorite safeties, John Lynch, who played for Tampa, went in Denver, retired, and is now as the general manager of the 49ers, who I absolutely love. I actually have a John Lynch jersey in my closet, orange, number 47. Loved John Lynch when he was on my team. Loved John Lynch as a general manager. Storm, I would love to see the Texans. I really would. I love them. Hold on, D. I got to get some praise. I got to give praise. I love D'Amico Ryans. Before we traded for Sean Payton, I was on the bring D'Amico to Denver train. I loved him in San Francisco. I loved him as a player in Houston. I love him as a coach in Houston. I was on the bring me D'Amico Ryan train 100%. He has built a fantastic defense, and we all know defense wins you championships. Offense gets you there. Now that's the deal. Offense gets you there. And he's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab a crucifix. 7, 8, better stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. No, absolutely not. It's Stafford. I'm sorry. It is Stafford. It's got to be Stafford. Trey McBride. Loving Martin. J-Man, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Why? What is he? What has he done? You got to tell me, what has he done? What has he done to earn the MVP? Jaden! Yes, sir, Jason. I hope so, Exotic. Thanks, Jaden. I appreciate that, brother. I don't know if that weather's going to help anybody. From what that report I released today, yeah, but it don't matter. It really, I mean, when you're having 20 mile an hour gusts, when you're going to be at 0 to negative 10 degrees, ah. What's up, Chris? Went really good. Talked to my therapist for about an hour discussing things. It went really, really good. Thank you for asking. Jonathan, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. Very true. Absolutely, Dylan. Go Broncos. Exactly. Well, not only that, if you start playing from behind in this kind of weather, right? Again, 0 to negative 10 wind chills, gusts up to 20 plus mile an hour wind. When you're behind, you got to throw the ball. Now the Bears do have two very good running backs. Two very good running backs. They're gonna have to run the ball. Now I've seen some videos coming out of Chicago right now that they're having blizzard conditions with the snow. So I haven't seen if it's. I believe it's supposed to snow during this game as well. So not only are you going to get the wind, not only are you going to get the cold, you might get the snow as well. Are we going to get this? I hope we do, Dylan. Well, yeah, but no, they won't. They won't. The only time, because I was talking to Tate about this earlier. The only way they'll delay this game is if the teams cannot get to the stadiums. That's the last time they delayed a game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills was because they could not get to the stadium because the snow was too heavy and they weren't able to clear out the stadium or the path. So they delayed it one day so that they can clear out the stadium and create a path. But you got to remember, go back a couple years, and when you had the Vikings playing at the University of Minnesota Stadium, and what was it, like negative 20 something? That outdoor game where they missed that field goal. So, and then you got the Ice Bowl. You got the Ice Bowl, you got the Mud Bowl, you got the Fog Bowl. You know, they won't do that. No, that was when they were building a new stadium, Jordy. That's because they built a new stadium. Yep. Yeah, I heard he might not be back. Hi, Mamas. I heard he might not be back until possibly the Super Bowl, if at all. I know it feels like this week has been dragging out. I can't wait either. No, LA played hard, but the injuries on that offensive line caught up to them. They had their fifth starting left tackle, fourth starting left guard, fourth starting right tackle, third starting right guard. That injuries just caught up with them. And I love Herbert. Y'all know I love Herbert. I was talking to Couch about this last night. I absolutely love Herbert, but man, they got to build that kid an offensive line that can stay healthy. Draco. Patriots Texans is going to be an absolutely huge game, especially with that defense. Gets him to a Super Bowl. That's it. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to make. It's not going to make people. I'm going to tell you this right now, and then I'm going to be as honest as I can. Nope. 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 No. If you're talking about commentators, not us regular people, right? Us people that actually understand the game. But if you're talking about commentators, if you're talking about Colin Cowherd, Nick Wright, and all them, no. This is what will be said. They got to the Super Bowl because of that defense. That's all it is. They will not give Bo Nix praise. They will not give Bo Nix any credit for it. The key to this game for the Niners is no turnovers and try to not have any more injuries. And the Seahawks are at home. You got the 12 crowd. They're going to be louder. It's going to be more electric because it's a playoff game. So, yeah, Harbaugh, 5-year, $100 million deal at New York. There's only two players on the Broncos IR right now, and that is J.K. Dobbins and what's his name, DJ Jones. And J.K. could actually come back next week if we win. Super Bowl since 2022 out of the 5. A home team Super Bowl winner, Tampa and Rams. Okay. And it'll be in Seattle, but okay. I heard Wattenberg was practicing, Jordan. Yeah, Wattenberg. Hey, Wattenberg is good. Oh, my wife ain't gonna lie that. She loves Whataburger, especially in Texas. Yeah, Drew Sanders has been practicing, and it's going to be interesting on how um, Vance Joseph works our defenses here or this game. Is the Broncos center still hurt? Wattenberg. I heard he was practicing yesterday. I thought I read because of IR Wattenberg couldn't come back until it was. All right, what do you got? Yes. Well, Shay and Gabe Davis. Oh, Josh Allen. If they have to wheel Josh Allen out there, he's playing. Did the Bills pick up any new wide? No, the Bills have not picked up any new wide receivers. You got to understand, when it comes to the playoffs, you're only able to sign one new player a week unless they change the rule. That yesterday they were practicing safeties at the wide receiver position. Well, it worked out anyway because the very next drive for the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence threw an interception. So, yes, they were, DeAndre. They were working out either corners or safeties at wide receiver yesterday. Oh, absolutely. Curtis Hanna and Oliver are back. Did you see Patriots sign a Texans? Yeah, I saw that with the Patriots. Allen is playing no matter what, guys. Let's just put this rumor to Allen, even if he has to wear a walking boot on the field, Allen is playing. He's playing. Broken finger, bum knee, bum ankle. That dude is going to play. What's up, Pete Brady? Actually, McLaughlin. Well, let's not overlook games. That's a deal. I was talking again. I was telling K this last night. The fans need to quit trying to overlook these games. We got to quit overlooking them. These are very important games. The divisional round means you're 2 games away from a Super Bowl. So you got to be locked in with who you're playing. Let's not worry about the conference championship games next week, because if you worry about those games, you're not making those games. Let's worry about the games we're playing now, handle our business, and then we'll worry about if we win, and then we'll worry about who we play. As a Broncos fan, I'm happy that our game is first on Saturday, because then that means I don't have to wait till the final game on Sunday. I mean, imagine being a Rams or Bears fan. You got to wait for all 3 other games before your game. I mean, what is it? If the Seahawks lose, big IF, the Seahawks lose on Saturday, that means going into that game on Sunday, the Bears or the Rams, whoever wins, will be hosting the NFC Championship game. Yeah, I remember that. How is that an upset? They're favored by 7.5. The Seahawks are favored over the 49ers by 7.5. They've got New England by 3, Rams by 3.5, and according to DraftKings, Broncos are 1.5. Right, you get the automatic 3 points. Right, but I'm sorry, losing Kittle is a big loss. I love Kittle. I think he's a great tight end. Right, but we all know Warner ain't complete playing every dang snap. It's going to be a very tight game, Matt. It really is. This Bronco game with the Bills, it is going to be. I'm nervous, right? They're the ones that sent us home last year. Again, different team, though. The Bills are coming in kind of beat up. I wish they were healthy because I don't want everybody to go, if the Broncos win, I don't want people to say, well, they only won because the Bills were beat up. Oh, because Josh Allen had a broken right finger. Oh, because he had a bum knee. Oh, because he had a bum ankle. Oh, because this receiver was out. That receiver was out. That's what's going to happen. I can tell you right now. They're going to say the Broncos, if the Broncos win, they're going to say they only won because of these injuries, because of this. They are going to say it was the same thing. Who was it? Who was it? When we beat the Kansas City Chiefs when Patrick Mahomes was out. They said, "Oh, they only won because Mahomes was out," but they did not take an effect of how many players we had on the injury report. Yep. They'll say it, brother. I'm sorry to tell you that is how the sports world will go. That no. There you go, LG. Um, I don't have an opening, Matt. Wait a minute. Wait. We won 19-3. Did did it the Patriot? We won 19-3. 19-3. We won 19-3. It was 19-3. Bryce, what's up, brother? Jaeger! KG, I don't got an opening, brother. Matt, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. Why are we trying so hard in the last game? We was who said that? That No, I'm actually in Texas, Matt. I live in East Texas. Sure am. Yep, I live in northeast Texas. I know, but the Texans have never made it there. Kansas. The Texans. He's talking about the Texans if they had somebody else at quarterback besides C.J. Stroud. Ooh, ah, I love C.J. Put Davis Mills in. Of course, my son-in-law had to come in with the put in Davis Mills. Hey, hey, put some respect on that. That's General Mills. Okay, that's what Tom Grossi calls him. He's General Mills. Oh, look, I like Stroud. I do. I like Stroud a lot. I'm a big fan of CJ Stroud. Again, he just looked nervous. CJ Stroud has Sam Darnold won? Hold on. Has Sam Darnold won a playoff game? Yeah, I am a Broncos fan. There you go. CJ Stroud's won two. CJ Stroud has won two. Oh, three. This no, he hasn't. This is his third year. Oh yeah, well you won this year. Yeah, yeah, that's right. So yeah, three. I was all confused. So he's won three. No, and he's won three playoff games. No, there's no excuses. I'm going to make this perfectly clear. I'm going to make this perfectly clear. And I said it last year. My wife's in the chat, and she will agree with that. I did say this. When we got to that playoff game, I said, I did not care if we got beat 100-0. I was just glad to finally be there after 9 years. That's the defense they're going to run right there. You're going to have Cooper, Benito crashing down. Bang, bang, now you're gang in the house. Oh man, don't say that. I don't want injuries. I don't. I don't like injuries. I just, especially this late in the year, man. You know, you're pushing. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Oh, I want to say Miami so bad, but I think Indiana's taking it. I think Indiana's taking it, but I want Miami to. I mean, I really do. I would love Miami to win. I know, right? I know, right? But the only way Miami wins this game is that defensive front that Miami has is gonna have to sack Mendoza and make him so uncomfortable in that pocket. Yeah, that was like a week or so ago they fired him. He's on his way to Tennessee right. He's on his way to Tennessee right now to interview for the Titans job. Oh yeah, they fired him like a week ago. Yep. They did not fire Mike Tomlin. They did. He stepped in. This is what happened, and I'm sorry, all videos. I'm gonna. This is it, plain, simple, cut and dry. They had a meeting. Art Rooney, the second or third, whoever runs the team now, said, "Look, we're not firing you, but you're not coaching here. So you decide on how you're gonna say that you're no longer the coach." Comes out, hey, I'm stepping down as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Boom, done. That's how it happened. I'm rocking my Zach Allen number 99 jersey. My favorite player on the Denver Broncos right now is my boy Zach Allen, number 99. No, the next jersey I want to get actually is a Hufunga. They have not announced what jersey the Broncos are wearing. They won't probably do that till tomorrow. I hope we go all orange. I hope we go all orange. All orange. So that might be we're gonna go all orange. They can't wear them. Oh, I've got one of those, but we can't wear our throwbacks. No team can wear their throwbacks in the playoffs. No, no, no. Cannot wear your alternates and cannot wear your throwbacks. Nope, can't wear that either. It has to be your traditional jersey set. So you can wear this jersey with the white pants, this jersey with the blue pants, this jersey with the orange pants. You can wear the white jersey with white or white with blue, white with orange, blue with white, blue with blue, or blue with orange. But you can't wear this one right here. You can't wear the white helmet. You can't wear the well, that's only our throwbacks. No, you can wear all blue. Yeah, because hold on, because that is part of their regular uniform set. It's not a throwback and it's not an alternate. What's up? Who's calling armchair? Well, I haven't seen that, but I'd absolutely love it. I love JJ Watt. I actually bought my granddaughter a JJ Watt jersey. If it's on Facebook, don't believe a single thing on Facebook. The player personnel with Atlanta, that is true. But if you do not get your information on Facebook, get your information off of X. That is the best source to get it, is X. I get news on X faster than it comes out on NFL.com. Big Eagles fan, I'm nervous about this game. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hide it. I am nervous. I'm nervous. Okay, so I got a video coming out tomorrow about Lamar. The Patriots and Lamar right now are in discussions about giving him an extension, which makes a ton of sense because they don't want to pay him $74.5 million next year and $74.5 million the year after that. It's like I was talking to Couch and Tim and Brody last night on Couch's live. Look at Lamar getting somewhere between a Brock Purdy, Josh Allen deal, somewhere in between there. So I don't think it's going to be above Josh Allen's 330, but I still think it's going to average out around 55. So maybe, and again, this all factors on his mom, because remember, his mom is his agent. So is she going to push for more of the Josh Allen money, or is she going to push for the Allen money, or is she just going to push for is she just going to push for the fully guaranteed deal? What would he go, 5 year 275 at, 240 guaranteed, 250 guaranteed, something like that, where you're still averaged out at like that 55 number? What's that? It used to be you had to be an attorney. You used to have to have a law degree to be an agent. But who is it? CJ, or not CJ, but Lamar's mom is his agent, and the kid from Washington, and his name is escaping me right now. No, not Penix. Their quarterback. Yeah. Jaden Daniels, his mom is his quarterback, or his agent. What's up, Apostle? Oh, I'm always nervous about these games. Will they trade Mahomes? No, Mahomes is going nowhere. Mahomes is absolutely going nowhere. What's your question, brother? Oh, he was in here earlier, but he didn't pop in. I don't know, brother. And that's what I love. I told my wife, who is Gigi in the chat, I told her that going into this year felt different. This was before the year even started. I'm talking about even preseason. After free agency and after the draft, I was sitting there writing notes, going through some stuff, going through some all 22 film and stuff like that, right? And I'm going through notes, I'm going through news, I'm going through information. And I just, I'm sitting on the bed and she's sitting next to me, and I go and I look at her and I go, this year feels different. And she's like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, this year in the NFL feels like it's open to anybody. that anybody could make it to the Super Bowl. Right here. Who's got two thumbs? This guy. Now, I saw Houston winning the division. I knew Jacksonville was going to be better, and I wish Bryce was in here because I told Bryce the Jags were going to be better because of Liam Cohen. I told him about 3 weeks into the year that the Jags were, oh, there he is. Didn't I, Bryce? I told you 3 weeks in that them Jags were going to be good because of Liam Cohen. Now, I didn't see him winning the division. I summoned them like the Force. They exorcised the demons. I know, right? They should have. That's what did it. All right, Connie. Connie, I'm going to write this down. So we've got it. We've got it, Connie. I'm writing it down right now, Connie. Connie's got 49ers versus Broncos. Super Bowl 60. We got it written down for you, Connie. All right, hold on. Let's write this down. Let's write this down. Apostle, you got Broncos, Bears. All right, let's. I hope I got an answer. It ain't me because that game took too many years off my life. Somebody, I hear it now. I hear it now. Man, Super Mario Brothers for the Super Nintendo took a ton of years off my life. We got Bills, Rams. All right, Bryce has got Bills, Niners. Zach has got Bills, Rams. Oh God, I can't have a Broncos Seahawks game because I know he's still in this chat. I know he's still in here. I can't have it. I can't have it. I can't. Pats and Bears, that would be a good Super Bowl. No. And right there, same here. Where are you at, Hunter? I know you're in the chat. Hunter. I'm waiting for your intake on a Broncos Seahawks Super Bowl. Yeah. No, he's talking about the team hosting it. It was the Rams and the Buccaneers that have hosted the Super Bowl in their home stadium. No, 2022. Mansell, I've heard that all my life. How can you tell God's a Bronco fan? Because the sunsets are blue and orange. Oh my God. Yeah. No. Aloha, Kaolani. Ah. What's up, Brother Bryce? Yeah, we've got Bryce Press and Bryce. Luke Juke, what's up, brother? Oh, no, right? Oh, I'm a believer, brother, but I'm still nervous. My skin, yeah, my skin. Seahawks would win against the Broncos 43. That hurts me. That hurts. Thank you for sharing, Connie. I appreciate that. Spencer, they lose, brother, they lose. And I've already said it. I've said it all week. If the Bills beat the Broncos, if the Bills beat the Broncos and the Patriots win, I'm rooting for the Bills. If the Bills beat the Broncos and the Texans win, I'm happy either way with either team going to the Super Bowl in the AFC. And I will root for the AFC. None. None. I'm not being negative, KG. I'm not. But you know me. I never overlook a team. Never do it. Next year, Bengals Super Bowl. Well, the Bengals have got to work on that defense to get to a Super Bowl. I have faith in my team, KG. I'm just nervous. I always get this way when we're in the playoffs. There you go, Connie. I agree with that one. What does Broncos need to do to win Saturday, Todd? I've said it. You got to contain Josh Allen. You got to contain James Cook. No turnovers and limit your drop passes, not incompletions. That's a different stat. Let's not confuse incompletions with drops. You have to limit your drops to under 4. Nope, not going to happen. Not going to happen. They will never put the Super Bowl out of the United States. That's the deal. You know, the Bronco, we ready, we ready. Let's go Patriots. There you go, Patriots fan in the chat. Well, I'm relying more on Pat Bryant. Pat Bryant, hopefully they put him in the slot. I hope they put Bryant in the slot. Well, I don't know with Lucas Kroll coming back. Kroll is a really good blocking tight end and a very good red zone threat. There you go. There you go. Don't matter if you win by 1 or 100, a win is a win. Tice, what's up, brother? Yeah, that hurts. That hurts. Because those that's it right there. Because everybody's got Drake May and the MVP candidate. That's because it doesn't fit the NFL narrative. They could never dog on Drake May. There you go, Georgia. Drake May did way better than CJ Stroud. Have a good one, brother. Hold on? All right, Duval. Duval. My divisional round predictions are Broncos, Seahawks, Texans, Rams. Hold on. Drake May only turned the ball over twice. He had 66 yards rushing. Drake May did. Drake May. CJ Drake May. No, CJ Stroud. By a defensive lineman, Stroud must. All right, go ahead, Chris. What do you got, Chris? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Oh, that Charger defense tried everything they could to win that game. And I give it up to the Chargers defense for that. But what okay, so let's take the side by side stats out because those are just stat watchers, and yeah, that is what it is. But let's be honest, all right? The Chargers were the toughest defense the Patriots had played all year. They were. They were. Now they're going to be playing the number one defense. Now they don't lead in sacks, but they're up there. CJ's best was his rookie year. Let me ask this question. Let me ask this. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, hold on. I got to explain to my wife what a hospital ball is. So, a hospital ball is a pass that normally is thrown across the middle of the field that leaves a wide receiver who's going to instantly get nailed by either a middle linebacker or a cornerback. It's one of those bang bang plays. You know the old school videos that you watch with me, honey, where you see the receiver catch the ball and instantly just get demolished. Those are what are considered hospital balls. You're welcome, my love. 14 are injured for the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, I saw that, but you know, most of them are still going to play. But this is what I want to ask. But this is what I want to ask. Let me ask this question. What are we going to say if, and again, this is a big IF, CJ Stroud goes into New England and lights it up and they win the game? Is our perception on CJ Stroud different? Yeah. Hey, be nice. Be nice. My wife is in the chat and she's a Cardinals fan. Y'all might not want to do that. Thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. I don't have an opening or I would bring you up. There you go. I got you an opening for you now. Right. Okay. So we can say that we could. What's up, Matthew? I know it's going to be way different, including the start. But here's my question. Here's my question because this is what irritates me. How is Drake May an MVP discussion? How many games? Okay, and we all know MVP should actually be changed to most valuable quarterback, right? We all agree with that. Now, doesn't so that's supposed to be the most valuable quarterback? Doesn't that mean with stats, this and that? How many games has Matthew Stafford thrown for 400 yards a game? Oh no, oh no, I'll let you hold up, D, hold up. I'll let you run, brother. Let me land this plane. Let me land this plane. How many games has Drake May done it? One. One. All right, hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Drake May has 4,395 yards or 94 yards, 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Matthew Stafford has 4,707 yards, 46 touchdowns, 8 interception. How, Mikey, I ain't got an opening, brother. Yeah, I got my Zach Allen jersey on. Yeah, a win is a win, right? A win is a win. D, why did you got to do that, D? D, I thought you loved me. I thought you loved me, D. Why? Why are you doing that to me, D? Why you gotta curse Dev? Why do you gotta curse Dev and me at the same time? I did nothing. I did nothing to you, D. Hey, you can't say that on here, D. Hold on, Chris. Chris has been wanting to say something. What you got, Chris? What you got, Chris? What you got, Chris? None. No, no, none. 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 Absolutely none. They said will be a factor in the game. I know it's going to be really loud in that stadium this weekend. I bet he is, Kaolani. I'm very interested to see what Harbaugh's going to do there in New York. And there we go. An hour and 20 minutes in, your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results because it contains unoriginal or reproduced content. Nobody knows why we're getting these. I got it yesterday at the 50-minute mark. Well, I put the appeal in. Let's see if I win this appeal. I think out of all of the ones that I've appealed, I've only won 2. Look at Atlanta Falcons game through YouTube. It's got Josh Allen and Atlanta. What? I know, right? D's hurting me. He's hurting me. And I did nothing to D. I did nothing. And he's over here just throwing daggers at me. Me, Metal Mike, I don't know. This is going to be a tough game for Buffalo. Appeal not approved. There it came. I did not win the appeal. And there goes the view count. There goes the view count dropping. Yeah, as soon as you don't win the appeal, your view count drops. It's yesterday I went from 103. I went from 103 to 22 within like 5 minutes. Roddy, I've only got about 40 more minutes. I do about 2 hours a day, so there's no sense in restarting it. All right, Storm. See you tomorrow, brother. Unto Freddy's coming for you. All right, well, that's good. Hey, it's good to let you up, David, because even yesterday I was having a problem with that, letting people up. Oh, come on. Hey, you threw daggers at me for no reason. Wow. Nobody knows what's going on, Roddy. Nobody knows what's going on with these restrictions. I was doing great last week. I didn't have a single restriction of unoriginal content last week on Monday or Tuesday either. But then yesterday at the 50-minute mark, I got hit. And then today I got hit at an hour and 20. My middle daughter was saying she was watching TikTok on uh, Tuesday night, and everybody was saying they had to keep refreshing and refreshing their lives because they were getting hit with it. I was on Couch's live last night, and I'm getting them over 10,000 likes, and I'm sharing to everybody that I could, and it seemed like a lot of people weren't getting the shares. So, so like this box right here. No, K Couch, Martin. Oh. Ryan, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I'm wondering, when my little logo up there, if that even counts because it's AI generated. So, well, Dre, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. I love it, and I called it. I freaking called it, man. And I think him there is going to be great. What? Well, let's dial. Hold on, let's dial that back just a minute. Let's see who the Eagles hires their new offensive coordinator. Let's see who the Cowboys hire their new defensive coordinator, and let's see if the Commanders can go get players not in the retirement home to play. I Nice. Well, Ronnie, I'm on two right now. I've got the Red app on my phone and TikTok on my computer. I run two lives at the same time. But yeah, stopping James Cook is very important. Kellen Moore or the one before that? Or the one after that, Kevin Petullo? Petula? Mike McDaniels. Oh, Greg Roman. And went to Oklahoma. Yep. That's why I've always said I have problem trusting Bama quarterbacks. Thanks, Austin. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that. He was the fall guy. Again, let you know. Let's circle back to the Giants real quick because that's where we started. With this hire of John Harbaugh, with a second year quarterback Jackson Dart, now they don't have a lot in cap space right now. They're sitting at 11 million for next year, but that'll change. They're gonna change it, right? They will. They've got a really good roster. He, I saw that all videos. And will James Cook be there in the fourth quarter? Or he be out of gas because man, must running backs out to. Very true. Yeah, I saw that all videos. I'm going to do a video about that tomorrow with their new rendering. Oh, the MetLife Stadium absolutely 100% needs to rechange their field. And again, the NFL is coming up with new standards. Well, I'll agree with that one too, but it's never going to happen. Yep, by 2027. This is what I don't understand. They're one of the teams that two teams occupy the stadium. I don't want to hear, oh, well, we can't have this because of the cost. Two teams operate that stadium, split the cost in half. I mean, you're tearing out the field. You're tearing out the field for the World Cup to put grass in. But once that's done, you're tearing that field out and putting your original one back in. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? With all the injuries that have happened in that stadium, all the non contact injuries. And so, I just don't get it. Again, there's nothing wrong with the stadium. I've been to the stadium. There's nothing wrong with the stadium. It's just the field. Uh, Well, I get it, Mikey. Grass costs a lot more, but when you got owners like the Walter Penner Group who changes their field 2 to 3 times a year, that should tell these other owners, like, wait, y'all got the money. We have no problem upkeeping our field. What's your problem? I'm gonna bring your appearance back by your buddy if you quit throwing. If you don't stop throwing these daggers. If you don't stop throwing these daggers, your buddy's gonna make another appearance. If you don't stop it, your buddy's gonna make another appearance. I think when he comes back, now this is honest. When Cam comes back, with John Harbaugh as the head coach, he's gonna run differently. He's gonna run differently. I actually like the Rams over the Bears. Now this weather does kind of throw a kink in that armor that the Bears are supposed to be having on Sunday afternoon. It's going to affect both teams. I don't care that Chicago, that the Bears plays in Chicago. I don't. That's Kailani. I get it, but it doesn't matter if you used to it. This weather's going to be different. Hey, come on, Kenny Pickett's got a Super Bowl ring. Put some respect on Kenny Pickett's name. Yeah, well, I get that Andy, I get that the Rams are favored, but if you look at the weather report headed into this game, it's brutal. What the weather report? Sean, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. Thoughts on Lenore? Lenore who? What do you think about John Harbaugh going? I like it, Shavargas. I like it. I like Harbaugh. I said that's where he was going to go. It was either New York or Miami for me. Winters is back in practice. Yeah. No, it's look, the weather in Chicago is going to be a key factor. It's going to be zero. Wind chills are going to be anywhere between 0 and -10 degrees. You're going to have 20-mile-an-hour wind plus, and there could be snow. And they're having blizzards right now. Hey, 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 say it right. Say it right. We are the Cleveland Browns. Was it Notre Dame or Michigan are you talking about? Okay. I tell you, Shavargas, man, this week seems to be like it's dragging out for these games. Yeah, I saw that the Patriots could also be a snow game as well. I saw that it could be a snow game. Seahawks is probably going to be the warmest game. Hey, brother, you come and trash my team. I love it. I love when fans do that. It doesn't bother me. You picked the Broncos. No. And forget Allen to Zach Allen. Allen did get to Josh Allen, number 9, and we'll get to Josh. I hope so, man. I hope Josh Allen. I know Zach Allen is going to be double teamed in this game. Hopefully, by doing that, it'll open up for Benito Cooper, John Franklin Myers, Roach, or Ozarike. So well, if we do that, if we were to rush a corner, it's most likely going to be McMillan, or you're going to bring down Hufunga. Greenlaw will be playing. PJ Locke, I believe he's playing. I hope he is. We need him to play. I want McLaurin to be the starting, or McLaughlin, I mean, to be the starting running back in this game. You know, he averages anywhere between 4 or 6 yards per carry, and with the Bills having the 22nd ranked rushing defense, I think that would be a better go with McLaurin than or McLaughlin than RJ, and put RJ in the backup. I placed a bet in Vegas in April that Sean Payton would get Coach of the Year. Yeah, I don't need that. I get it. The Bills are beat up, but again, the Bills may be beat up, but Zach Allen is or Josh Allen's still playing. Cooks is still playing. Cook is still playing. Hey, Hufanga's been playing really good, Connie. Yeah, Greenlaw's been hurt, but Hufanga's been balling out all year. If Monty Ball plays a good game, Broncos have a chance. True. The Broncos are going to have to control this game. When you look at it, again, it's like I said with the Seahawks and the 49ers. No turnovers for the 49ers. Got to pressure Sam Darnold, make Sam Darnold play the wacky ball that he plays. On the opposite side, if you're a Seahawks fan, you can't have Sam Darnold play the wacky ball that he sometimes plays. Buffalo, you're coming up in with injuries. You got to, really hunker down on that run game and hope the Broncos turn it over. Texans, CJ Stroud cannot turn the ball over. Can't do it. You got to rely on that defense. CJ Stroud just needs to know. You don't have to win this game. Don't be a hero. Just don't lose it. And on the opposite side for the Patriots, try to force the game into CJ Stroud's hand. Take away Woody Marks. Take away that run game. Make it to where it relies on CJ Stroud. Now, when you look at the Rams in Chicago, I still say the weather is going to be the key factor. You got a dome team in LA going into Chicago, playing the Bears, and it's going to affect both teams. And we know that the Rams are more of a passing attack game with Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. The Bears have two good running backs. When you have weather like this, you go with the run game. Bo Nix. Well, the Bears lead the Bears lead the NFL. The Bears lead the NFL in turnovers. Meaning their defense. That's true. I'll agree. Every team left. No, the Bears have got a good offense. They know how to put a point. So I can agree with that statement. Let's make it fair. How about we go top 15? I tell you, that rookie Loveland was a great pick by them. That was a great pick. Angel, I'd have Bo Nix. No, I just said because we're talking about all four teams, I just wanted to expand it to 15. Lucas Kroll is practicing, yes. Hopefully he'll be able to go this weekend. Uh-oh. This one. Well, there's your answer right there. No, 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 no. You're gonna mess up the mojo. I am one of the most superstitious fan, dude. I am this close to putting my Christmas tree back up. Okay, we were 1 and 2. We were 1 and 2, and I put my Christmas tree up, and we went on that long run and became the #1 seed. I am this freaking close of putting my Christmas tree back up. I am that big of a superstitious fan. I like the now D. I love the black helmets. I did not like the logo. I don't like that they used just the plain regular logo. How they had it written right here in that acrylic writing, that would have looked so great on the helmets. I think so too. I tell you, man. I tell you, I am one of those superstitious fans. Yes. I don't know what. Hey, you remember that old Snickers commercial? It's only weird if it doesn't work. I love this, man. I love every fan superstition, and that's one of the things that I'm going to ask on my wife and our stadium tour next year when we go through the tailgates. I'm going to ask fans what are their superstitions. What do they always do? We're going to go to Dallas first. Since Dallas is only 2 hours from us, we're gonna go to Dallas first. Then we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna go to the Jerry's Kingdom. Then we're gonna go to NRG Stadium in Houston. Then we're gonna go to the Mercedes-Benz Dome, or what is it now, Caesar Palace Dome, or whatever it is. And then we're gonna go to Arrowhead. D wants me to come to Santa Clara because the Broncos play the 49ers in Santa Clara. No, dude, we're only doing like 4 stadiums a year. We're not good. There's no way to do all 30 in 1 year. I mean, you would have to go on Thursdays, you would have to go on Sundays, Sunday night, Mondays. You're halfway through to catch your plane to make the next one. Yeah, you would have to see 2 stadiums a week. So yeah, you would have to do like a Thursday and a Sunday. That is way too much traveling on this 40-year-old broken down body. That's a lot of money. That works for me. I will. I think we're so. Like I said, we're going to do the 4 closest ones to us this year, which is Dallas, New Orleans, Houston, and Kansas City. And then after that, I think we're going to do Tennessee, possibly Atlanta, Tennessee, Denver, and then Arizona. I'll let you. Oh, trust me, we're gonna do because we're also gonna go. We're gonna go to Pittsburgh this year for the draft. Again, Hopefully the Charger or the Cardinals pick the right third round pick or third overall pick. And then oh yeah, I was talking to K Couch about that last night, man. He got a good kick out of that. And then we're gonna go to the Hall of Fame game in August and do a tour of the Hall of Fame. Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love in Arizona at the number 3 overall pick. I still think that is the best pick, though. But not at 3 though. I think 3 is too soon for that. Now hold on. Chris just said something that would absolutely make my wife ecstatic. In that trade, Scatterboo goes with it. Why? He played at Arizona State. Look at the chat. Look at my wife's response. Look at the chat. I get it, but this is the NFL, man. It's not the National Friends League. Do I think the Raiders get Mendoza? Absolutely. The Raiders are not passing up on Mendoza. They're not trading Jackson Dart. They are 100% not trading Jackson Dart. The Jeremiah Love, but I think but if you were to do that, every Arizona fan would be ecstatic because again, Scatterboo played at ASU. He played on the opposite side of Phoenix, up on that mountain. Very true, because Brees Hall is a free agent. I know everybody hates it when I say there's only one person in all chats that I've been in that loves when I get that question and I answer it. Brees Hall is going to sign with the Kansas City Chiefs, and that is War Chant Nation. He loves it when I say that pick. Yep. He's a free agent. Gibbs wants out. I doubt that's going to happen. I doubt. I don't know. I mean, you got Montgomery up in Detroit that wants out. I could see him going somewhere. ETN is a free agent as well. The Jags needed to bring him back. So this free. My wife almost passed out. The tour guy was like, "Are you okay?" Walking up. Ooh, you gotta go ETN. You gotta go ETN. Let's see here. Bills, Niners, Super Bowl. You heard it here first. Who is the free? The only free. Well, we have a couple free agent for the Broncos coming up next year that we haven't signed. John Franklin Myers and Alex Singleton. Those are our two big ones. Alex Singleton and John Franklin Myers. Absolutely. Nope. 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 I'm not taking your buddy away. Nope. Your buddy's staying. I'm waiting for the reason why here, guys. Let's let him go because I'm waiting for this reason. Pat Bryant, Franklin, Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims. There you go, D. This is your boy. Let him know. New. Let me look at his deal. All right, so hold on. Here's the things you got to look at though first. Brandon Ayuk is due 15.3 million next year. After that, 41.4, 43.3. That's a lot of money to bring in on a trade. That sounds about right. Caden Daniels. Well, I wouldn't either. Let me look at something real quick. Everybody keeps saying him, but I don't know if we can do it. All right, KG. If we go with Jalen Waddle, he's got an $11.6 million salary cap next year. 33.8 million the year after that, 37.2 million the year after that. Oh, absolutely. Dude, Brandon, that's awesome. I love Baker Mayfield. I still like him though. But no, if the Raiders do not draft Mendoza, I think that whole city is just going to be like, yep, we're done with the Raiders. No, they're not going to release Green. I think, let me look at his contract. I mean, his contract is very team friendly. Running back. That would be awesome. I don't ever see it happening. Let me look at these running backs. So they have Price as the number 3 running back coming in. I think if the Broncos go running back, they're gonna go with Nicholas Single. I think they're gonna go Nicholas Singleton out of Penn State. 6 foot tall, runs a 4.3, 224, and he can catch. Well, because we don't Dobbins is on. That's why. Well, that's why I'm saying Singleton, because RJ is on the short side. Now you're going to bring in a tall running back, right? Singleton is 6 foot. I don't know if we're bringing back JK because he was only on a 1 year deal. Very true. All right, let me look up his contract real quick. Hey, I like Alex Singleton, and I know he's a free agent. BJ Robinson. No. Okay, so Tyler Algier in Atlanta is a free agent next year, coming off of his rookie deal. I hope we win this weekend too. He's not. That's what we need. Yeah, but that's not Sean Payton's style, unfortunately. Sean Payton is more of a 12 personnel, 21 personnel kind of guy. Two tight end set. He'll occasionally throw in an 11 personnel once in a while, but he likes that single back set or the 12 personnel with a fullback because he loves fullbacks. Omar and Hampton. Oh, Vidal, yeah. They're back. Their third string Vidal. I hope so, Jordan. Absolutely. Well, that's why I said I think Denver needs to go with McLaughlin in this game at starting running back because he's a running back that goes through the tackles. He doesn't try to bounce to the outside all the time. Bills have the 22-second worst rush defense. So, but guys, I'm going to call it a day here. We've been at it for over 2 hours. Thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out. I will be back again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. I hope y'all have a great rest of your Friday. I really do. There you go. Go over there with D. Aloha, Kailani. I love you too, mamas. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope y'all have fun. D, have fun on your live. C, right, go give D some trouble on him. Bryce, go bother D on his live. Same with you, Chris. Make sure you get that Stephen A. Smith picture in the background just for D. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for the support. I hope y'all have a great rest of your Thursday. And know that if it wasn't for you guys, this channel wouldn't be going anywhere. And from my family and myself, we love you. We thank y'all. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace. I'm a